was. And we got the au pair affair murder trial for defendant Brendan Banfield. Today is a big day because the defense starts this case. And what they're going to be doing is showing the jury some letters that the au pair wrote from jail to her lover, Mr. Banfield. Let's go in.
Exhibit 4.
All right, no objection from the Commonwealth.
Exhibit 5.
All right, no objection from the Commonwealth.
Exhibit 6.
Again, no objection in evidence.
Exhibit 7.
Again, no objection.
Exhibit 8.
All right, no objection from the Commonwealth.
Exhibit 9.
All right, again, no objection from the Commonwealth.
And I think Exhibit 10 is where
Right. If you could put it on.
I'll show it.
Yeah, if you could put it on the screen, please, so I can see it. Okay.
Yes, and Judge Commonwealth objects as this is an incomplete exhibit. It identifies itself as being one of 3 pages. Only 2 pages are present. The last sentence on the second page clearly indicates there is more to come that has been eliminated from the
Do you have the
exhibit.
third page to this?
I don't have it with me right now, Judge, but she's identified this as something that she wrote. She's identified nothing's been excluded intentionally.
I understand, but there is a page 3 of 3 that's not there. So at this time, I'll sustain the Commonwealth's objection. If you, at some point, find page 3, we can readdress.
Okay.
No objection to 11 through 15.
Okay, no objection, 11 through 15.
This is 11 year, I'm sorry. Yeah, 11.
All right, in evidence.
This is Exhibit 12.
In evidence.
Exhibit 13.
Okay.
Exhibit 14.
All right, in evidence.
And Exhibit 15.
15 in evidence.
And I believe that was it for the agreed exhibits.
All right, 16, if you could pull it up. And what will the objection be for 16?
Same objection, Judge.
Okay.
This appears to be 2 pages of a longer letter, while this one does not identify how many pages were originally contained. The last sentence on the second page is cut short. So there is
All right.
clearly additional information that was not included by defense.
If you could go all the way down, Mr. Carroll. All right, so I'll sustain the objection again if you can find the rest of
Okay.
it. That's
Thank you.
fine. And then 17,
And Judge, Commonwealth would not object to 17 through 41. I'm sorry, 17 through 42.
so can we just enter 17 through 42 in evidence instead of showing it briefly?
That's fine. I wasn't certain.
That's
sure.
fine by me, but I just want to make sure you're comfortable with it. But they'll have
I'm
all of these.
comfortable with it. Yeah, no,
Okay,
I'm comfortable
perfect.
with that.
All right, 17 through, I'm sorry, what number?
42.
All right, so 17 through 42 in evidence.
And
And then if you could pull up
43.
43, okay, what's the objection to 43?
Judge, this is a letter that purports to be from a third party to
Okay.
a witness. This is hearsay. It is not admissible. That
Okay.
person has not been called to testify.
All right, any response to that?
It's not offered for the truth of the matter, Judge. It's
Then
offered
what
for
it's-
the subject matter, I guess.
Then, Judge, I would object as not relevant.
I'll sustain the objection as to hearsay. Okay, that's 43. And then 44, do you have an objection?
Yes, Judge. No, I'm sorry. 44, no objection. 45, no objection. 46, no objection. Our next objection doesn't hit till 51. So
Okay.
through 50, no objection.
All right, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50 in evidence. If you could pull up 51.
And Judge, the objection is that 51 and 53 are duplicates. If he could elect which one he would.
Oh, they're the same.
All right, so this is the start to the defense case. The admission of several jailhouse letters that Miss O'Pair wrote to Mr. Lover, Brendan Banfield, the defendant. Interesting way to start here. Not how I would have started if it was my case, but it's not. Let me bring in my legal analyst guest this hour, Attorney Anton Bell, who's a prosecutor in the Commonwealth of Virginia. He prosecutes cases on behalf of the city of Hampton, watching along as we're watching this trial in Fairfax County. Anton, what do you think of this start to the defense case?
Interesting, but if you recall in their opening statement, the defense stated that basically they're going to show that the Commonwealth basically browbeat down Magalhães so that she would change her story and lie about their client's culpability in this case. And so I believe what they're trying to do is utilize these letters that she wrote while she was still incarcerated to kind of paint the picture of how maybe desperate she may have been, or maybe how lonely she may have been, or maybe showing some type of mental state that she may have been in, making her vulnerable to the Commonwealth's suggestions that she change, well, not necessarily change her story, but suggestions that she testify against Brendan. And so as a result of that, they're just trying to paint the picture. I'm hoping that what they're doing is setting the stage so that if their client were to testify, there's going to maybe be this aha moment. Right now, I don't see it.
Right. Looking at him, he looks sick. He just has this look on his face that like he looked like ill is what I mean to say. Like just, I don't know. And he's got a band on his wrist, I noticed. It kind of looks almost like a medical band. We'll have to see if we can get some information on that. It has the barcode, kind of like what you get if you're, you know, seen at the infirmary or something. I have no idea, but I'm just noticing that. If I'm noticing it, I know our viewers at home are noticing it. So we're going to ask our team if they can get some intel on that. Anton, the other thing is, I think everything you said, you're spot on. You're exactly right. This is what they're trying to do. What I can't understand is why he didn't admit these letters when they had the au pair up there. I would have loved to have seen him crossing her on the letters when she was on the stand.
Because if they were to have done that, it gives her an opportunity to explain away the context. See, the letters by themselves, you have no context. All you have is just her written words. Well, we all know that words can be interpreted different ways. However, if she's on the stand and she's testifying for the Commonwealth and you present these letters that you're trying to say paints her in a bad or negative light, now she has an opportunity to explain them away. And that's why they didn't do that.
Okay, so you think this attorney didn't want her to have a chance to talk her way out of anything? You think he just wanted to not have anybody speaking, any other way than what's on the face of these 71 pieces of paper, that are going to be put into case evidence?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Anton, thanks for that.
Absolutely.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. While they're going through this process, which is a tedious one, we're going to take a little break. Going to see what's going on with Brendan Banfield. I want to know what's up with that band on his wrist, what that's all about.